1, it's just play, okay? And 2, you're not the Phantom.
No, you lie, you lie.
Corey, are you alright? What's wrong with Corey?
Miss Collins, he wants to be the Phantom.
He's confusing your classics with reality.
He's not the only one.
Don't you like that?
You try to be as creative as Picasso.
Or my own hero, Salvador Dali. Positively surreal.
Oh, it's surreal, alright.
Come on, Jasmine. I've been took 4 lessons involving dancing.
Scott, I don't want to discuss the problem right now. We got bigger fish to fry.
Wow, you're one hard catch.
Gee, Scott, maybe then try a different line.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll just make myself real scarce for the next scene. Real scarce.
It doesn't matter. You're not in it.
Whatever.
Jeez, Scott's speaking like Hamlet.
I think it's more like Heathcliff.
Gosh, Miss Collins, don't you love all these literary illusions?
We're like optical illusions, Britt. You kids are finding these classics that aren't really there.
But didn't you like our interpretation of Phantom of the Opera?
We tried to update the Phantom's motivation and give Christine's character a little bit more pizzazz.
Oh, well, I appreciate your very valiant attempt.
Missy, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news.
Then shut up, nerdo.
What's Principal Danvers doing?
She
Nothing.
just-
She's doing nothing. She just got up to get a drink of water.
And she got some lint on her sleeve.
Are you always at observance meeting?
Yeah, well, that was right before she called.
Before she sat down for her.
Oh gosh, I was looking for a job and I found this one.
Don't we students have the right to interpret great literature the way we want?
Yes, but I don't have tenure. Kids, she can do whatever she wants. If she thinks this is all just a waste of time,
A
then she
waste of time? Don't you know how much work we put into this? How much this means to all of us?
I slaved over the adaptations.
I slaved over the script.
Yeah, and I slaved over the set. Well, I mean, kind of.
And I slaved over. Well, she slaved over the set.
Yeah.
Well, kids, you do have a point. It's just that.
Look, Missy, if she tries anything, we'll be right behind you.
Like you have nothing to worry about, even if she did call the superintendent.
Speedy, you jerk! Principal Danvers called the superintendent.
Yeah, it's probably just a hello, how's it going kind of call, you know?
How's the wife? How's the kids?
The superintendent doesn't have a wife. He doesn't have kids. He has pit bulls.
Oh, I did hear her say, how's the pit bull?
He's lying. What did she say?
All we heard was Superintendent Danvers here, and then she walked out.
Oh gosh. Well, we might as well finish what we've started. 2 more classics in your repertoire.
The best two.
Break a leg. Places, everybody. Places for Act 2, Scene 1.
Places!
Now Christine, you're mine forever.
Corey! Corey! I'm not Christine!
Oh dear.
I guess I must have written the Phantom role with uncanny brilliance.
I'll go for the therapist.
Will Britt be alright?
I'm particularly capable of rescuing said damsel in distress.
You and one army. Let's go, Speedy.
And behind every great man is a little woman.
You'll see, Miss Collins. We kept the heart of our next classic, except we added a bit of nuance. Nuance. Yes, a little nuance might be alright.
Jasmine, I was going to give you these after the show, but, well, congratulations.
Scott, I don't know what to say.
Just say, I'd love to go to prom with you, Scott.
Christine, I have things for you.
Yeah? Well, I'll go get some towels.
Live up to your name and move it.
What are you doing?
Wow, real damn funny.
Never mind. They'll wait till this thing's over.
It's just that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, our next classic, we will give you Sherlock Holmes.
servant. Oh, Shirley, what are you doing home at this hour of the day? Is something wrong? Well, don't come too close. I'll write my new resume.
Well, you better start writing one for me too.
How come? You've been dismissed.
Dismissed, laid off, fired. Canned.
Well, that about covers it. I'm sure you'll be able to find another scullery-maid position without too much trouble.
Not if Lord Livermore has his way.
What do you mean? How come you got dismissed?
He accused me of stealing his gold toothpick.
So, did you steal it?
No, of course not. My mom and dad brought me a better than that.
So you were set up. Blimey.
No job, and not much chance of getting one either. And here you are without a job too. What do we do?
Well, at least old Lady Hudson isn't bugging us for rent.
What is it?
Mrs. Hudson, I've come for the rent.
Oh, sorry. Shirley just got sick and I'm helping her clean up a bit.
You'd better bring me that rent tonight or you'll be out in the street. You're 2 months overdue now.
So what do we do?
I have an idea. It's also elementary, my dear Miss Holmes. If you didn't steal Lord Livermore's gold toothpick, then somebody else did.
Well, that's a novel thought.
Novel. Oh, Shirley Holmes, you're absolutely brilliant.
On the contrary, I'm completely lost, Jodie Watson.
We need to change your name, of course.
Lord Livermore is pressing charges.
And I can be John Watson. Dr. John Watson. I am an army surgeon. No, that wouldn't work. Retired army surgeon. I can provide all the medical details as needed.
What medical details?
The murders, of course.
We're gonna murder Lord Livermore?
No, of course not.
Then what are you talking about?
I'm talking about how we're going to make enough money to pay our rent.
And how do you suppose we do that?
We're going to find out who really did steal Livermore's gold toothpick, and I'm going to write it up as a mystery story with you as a detective.
Me, a detective?
Yes, Miss Hudson?
And you owe me £2 for a month's worth of breakfast.
We haven't eaten breakfast this month.
Don't matter, I set places for you.
We'll pay Miss Hudson just as soon as Shirley stops tossing her cookies.
So me, a detective. What next?
We've got to sneak out of here and into Lord Livermore's mansion.
And do you have any ideas how we will do that?
Disguises. I'm glad we kept our supermodel costumes from Halloween.
Are you sure this will work?
I'm absolutely sure. Or in my name, your name isn't Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock?
Well, you've got to be a guy, right? And Sherlock Holmes is at least partly right?
I see, but, Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. It sounds ridiculous.
That's what they said about Romeo and Juliet, tea and crumpets, salt and pepper. Trust me, you'll be a household name before I'm through with you. Come on, it'll be dark soon.
Reggie, old bean, have you found me yet?
Found what?
My glasses. I've lost them.
Again.
I asked you to help me look for them.
Yes, you did.
Well,
Well, what?
did you find them?
No, now quit fussing and let me read the paper.
I want you to check the dining room. You know, if I try, I'll break every glass in the cabinet.
Yes, well, that's a thought.
I wish I hadn't let that Holmes girl go. She was the best domestic we've had in years.
She stole my toothpick. My gold toothpick.
What would you want with your old toothpick?
It's priceless.
Only if you got something stuck in your teeth. Now come along.
Well, don't step on my feet.
I didn't know you could get lost.
Shh! We didn't just learn manners with Miss Chemsworth School for Young Ladies. Now what, Jimmy?
Watson, call me Watson.
Now what, Watson?
We'll just hide behind here and keep our eyes and ears open.
And if Lord and Lady Livermore find us?
We'll just tell them,
Yes.
I'm sure you'll think of something.
Here.
Reggie, old bean, have you found me yet?
No. No.
Maybe you're right. Maybe she stole your toothpick as well as my glasses.
Should I go fetch Inspector Lestrade?
That idiot. He couldn't investigate his way out of a cardboard box.
Well, I shall fetch him anyway.
When?
soon? What matter? It's not like we need to do it, like, right away.
Trapped.
What now?
I can't seem to thread this needle. I can't do anything without my glasses.
I say, maybe spots of Gildian's tonic.
I dare say I won't be able to find it.
Why, there it is.
I didn't see it there a moment ago.
Coincidence.
Well, now I need a spoon.
Why, there's a spoon.
Never taken suspicious.
Coincidence.
I hardly think so. Reggie!
What now?
We've been invaded!
Invaded. Are we invaded by hounds, Huns, and Hittites?
Holmes!
Well, well, well. This criminal returns to the scene of the crime.
There was no crime.
Ha! She stole my gold toothpick, given to me by Her Royal Majesty King Victoria. Victoria.
And you stole my glasses!
You didn't tell me about the glasses. That's because I have stolen nothing. I am as honest as American President Abraham Lincoln. I am as honest as the very own George Washington. I am blameless in this entire affair. And you, Lord Livermore, you have accused me unjustly. And your accusations have led to distress and terrible emotion distressful things for me. And when I am vindicated, I shall be vindicated. I shall do nothing less than sue your pants off.
Oh, such vulgarities.
I shall fetch Inspector Lestrade.
Stop!
Out of my way, accomplice!
This case is solved.
What?
How?
I shall leave it to Miss Holmes to explain. Go ahead, Shirley. Well, this is a sewing basket.
We
know
know
that.
And in the pincushion is the needle you were trying to thread, Lady Livermore.
Where else would it be?
Hand the needle to Lord Livermore, Mrs. Holmes.
Why, by Jove! It's my toothpick!
No wonder I couldn't thread it.
Of course not! Who ever heard of threading a golden toothpick?
You must have picked up the toothpick by accident, thinking it was a needle and put it in the pincushion.
Well, I've lost my glasses.
These glasses, Lady Livermore.
Oh my goodness! How clear everything is, Reggie.
I feel very ashamed at the moment.
So, Lord Livermore, what have you to say for yourself in light of these revelations?
Please don't chew my pants off.
You're welcome to return here for work anytime.
That's quite all right, Lady Livermore. I have found employment elsewhere. I've become a detective.
For your memento, I guess you might as well take anything you wish. But, that's mine.
Oh no, Reggie, you can get another one.
No, I can't.
And I've always wanted to do this layer.
But that's a man's heart.
Well, we shall start a new fashion then.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Now, Watson, we shall return to 221B Baker Street and see if Mrs. Hudson has ushered up any clients. Lord Livermore, Lady Livermore, it's been a pleasure. Likewise. And when I write the case of the golden toothpick, don't worry, I'll be sure to disguise your identities completely.
Well, I say, how will civilization ever survive women like that?
Elementary, my dear Opie. Elementary.
What are you doing?
Oh, Sophie, great job.
Oh, my dear Watson, you too.
Hey, you two. That was great.
Really?
Yeah, I never really liked Sherlock Holmes until now. I always thought he was kind of a jerk. But not the way Jasmine played him at.
Thanks.
And so, Dr. Watson never looked so hot.
Scott. Is hot the only word you know?
What word should I say?
Dr. Watson has a clever naivety that allows him to be inquisitive yet grounded at the same time.
Abigail? Sherlock was hot.
Guys, you did such a fantastic job.
Scott was just telling us how hot we were.
Oh.
These ladies can investigate
way too obvious.
What?
He's just trying to make Jasmine jealous.
I don't believe that.
That's way too sophisticated for Scott.
It's the oldest trick in the book. Even boys know about it.
I don't believe that. Nobody could lie that well.
Hey,
Big problems.
What is it?
I can't find Corey written anywhere.
They fell off the face of the earth.
Hours of sewers, does it?
Okay, that is just beyond worse.
well, in Phantom of the Opera, the Phantom takes Corey down to his lair by way of sewers.
Yeah, I knew that.
You read Phantom, Speedy?
Yeah, my mom saw it 5 times.
Oh gosh, has anyone seen Principal Danvers?
Nope.
Oh gosh, probably left to go beat some eggs or something. Ursula, quiet! Oh gosh, I only looked back once and caught a glimpse of her.
Was her face of glamorous joy?
She looked like she was sucking on a lemon.
Yeah, she always looks like that.
Look, maybe she's enjoying it, right?
Yeah, and pigs all fly. Like
That'll be
that's
nice.
ever going to happen.
Who said that?
Said what?
That!
Britt? Shh. You lose Corey like an extra 10 pounds?
Yeah. I ducked into the closet. I ducked into the costume room and lost him in the racks.
Well,
Did you lock him in there?
No, but I don't think he followed me out.
Aww.
well, maybe he's just hanging up his cape and mask.
And we'll go back to being the old shy Corey.
Yeah, you never know how good something is until it's gone.
Excuse me, thespians.
Hey, she called us thespians.
You are thespians.
I just stepped out for a moment. Could we move this along now, please?
I should go see a doctor before we do.
It's right away, Principal Danvers. You've got one more classic?
Yes, and one of your favorites.
Oh dear. Well, this will be over soon.
Don't worry, Jasmine. This last one will sew it all up.
You'll be in the history books.
That's like John Weeks' birth.
Yeesh, you dork.
At least he was in theaters.
Come on.
Curtain in 5, 4, 3, 2, go away, 1.
Jasmine, you, me, under the apple tree?
Gosh, that's so sweet!
It's not Corey, you said to tell you, what was it again? He's sorry the phantom went out of hand, and he's got something for you.
Where's he hiding?
I don't know, he said he'll find you.
Okay, now I'm scared.
So, you, me, under the apple tree?
No!
What am I doing wrong?
Hi, Scott.
By yourself.
What happened to yours too hot to handle?
A cold front moved in.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for our next classic, we have chosen the immortal words of Mallory in his immortal and wonderful magical mix of history and myth, the Morte Author. The story of knights in shining armor, passionate love, despicable hate, and most important, the split that was Camelot.
my own. World where everybody'd be like everybody else, and there wouldn't be any fighting, there wouldn't be any taxes, and there'd be splendid feasts every night, and entertainments, and we'd all dress in velvet furs, and...
Are you done? They're gonna burn you as a witch if you keep talking like that.
No home, Myrna, you home?
Of course I'm home. Where would I go?
There's a hanging in the next village.
Seen one hanging, you've seen them all.
That's what I said.
Yeah. Besides, I've been trying to build a fire under Arby.
Again? Why don't you just give up? Your boy doesn't even have a fuse to light.
Yeah, your boy wasn't so perfect himself.
Oh no, at least Ernest got a job, Myrna.
Since when?
Since yesterday.
What's he doing?
He's the new hangman in the next village.
Well, you know what? Good for him. I wish my Artie would go out and find something regular like that. All he ever talked about is what a perfect world he would create if he could.
Well, turn him as a witch, that gets around.
That's what I told him. I told him.
You know, if you get a nice girl thinking him, he might get inspired.
Yeah, like that'll happen. That boy has eyes for one girl and one girl only.
Who? Not Gloria's daughter Winifred, I hope.
Why not Winifred?
They're turning her as a witch.
Oh, well, it's not Winifred. It's Guinevere.
What? Not gorgeous Guinevere that lives in that ivory tower down the road?
Can't get her out of his mind.
No offense, but she wouldn't even give your Artie the time of day.
You're telling me. She dropped by the other day to collect for the rich landowners charity fund. Artie answered the door. She said he had no business breathing the same air that she did.
Yeah, well maybe she wouldn't be such a good daughter-in-law.
My mother always said any daughter-in-law is better than no daughter-in-law.
Ma?
Well, speak of the devil.
You delivered Lord Doublefred's sword already?
Not exactly.
What do you mean not exactly?
I had an accident.
Well, Bernie was a witch for that.
Oh, what happened? What do we tell Lord Doublefred?
Well, I could tell him the truth. A mountain lion jumped out of a tree and landed right in front of me. I went to hit him with the sword, but I hit a rock instead and it snapped.
So where's this mountain lion?
Got scared right off.
Well, maybe that's what you better do, Artie. Run! Run for your life!
But Mom, my horoscope said today would be the best day of my life.
That's superstitious mumbo-jumbo, knock on wood.
But it's true.
Oh, your horoscope has said the same thing every day for the past 15 years.
Well, it'll be right one of these days.
Yeah, and pigs will fly.
Artie, take it from a wise old lady. Get out of Dodge or Lord Doubleford will have your head on a platter.
What if I can give him a better looking sword?
Yeah, right. Go on. Get. Run until you can't run anymore and then run some more.
Ma, that doesn't make any sense.
Go on, out with you.
Oh, Myrna, don't take it. You did the best you could.
Oh, Sybil, I don't know what I do for a friend like you.
You sit down. You know what might help? Get yourself a facial and color your hair.
Oh, you know what would happen if I did that. They'd burn me as a witch.
Yeah, well, nice chatting, but I've got to advise you from my boy.
The hangman?
Can you believe it? He has to bring his own robe.
What's with that? Thank goodness. I wonder if Artie's getting
All hail Arthur!
What's that?
All hail the king! Oh goodness, Artie mustn't have gotten too far.
Long live the king!
Oh, Sybil, I can't bear to watch.
Well, look at this, a little early for Halloween.
Ma, you won't believe it.
Why are you dressed like a clown?
This isn't a clown outfit. I'm the king.
And I'm the queen of hearts.
No lie.
Artie, you must have a fever, or your humors are not very humorous.
I found this sword sticking out of a big rock out there and thought maybe I'd give Lord Doublefred place the one I broke. Well, there were a couple guys hanging around trying to pull the sword out of the rock, and they couldn't do it. So I just stuck my pinky in the getup here, and poof, out it came.
I think I've got some wart stain here somewhere. Maybe a little lemon thistle.
Excuse me.
Who are you?
You can call me Winnie.
Oh, so you're collecting for the Mr. Rich Landowner's charity fund? Will you tell Mr. Rich Landowner that we paid at the office, Miss?
You can call me Gwynny, Arthur. I mean, Your Majesty.
Oh, wow. Double wow.
You mean he is the king?
Where have you been, Grandma? Long live the king.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe it.
How about we go grab a burger, and then maybe we can
told Miss Collins.
Yeah.
Well, we've sure done it now.
What? What
I
is
just
it?
saw Miss C running out of here.
Well, maybe she just wanted to get something.
Maybe Kleenex or something, I don't know.
Yeah, because she's crying so much.
They always said the pen is mightier than the sword.
Yeah, and your pen's pretty mighty. Hey, Speedy, do you see where Miss C went?
Nope. Jasmine, the show's over. It went great. And I promised you this when it ended, so here, great job.
Thank you, Scott. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
Even if you use people.
What are you talking about?
How dense do you think we are, Scott?
Is your plan to make Jasmine jealous?
What plan?
It's alright, Scott. I'll really think about it.
Think about what?
Whether I'll go to prom with you or not.
Well, come think of it, I decided not to go.
Scott not going to prom?
That's like earth-shaking.
Well, Jasmine wouldn't go with me. I decided to donate all the money I spent to the Red Cross.
That's noble. Very. Well, students. Where's Miss Collins?
She went that way.
I wanted her to hear what I had to say.
Yeah, I think she already figured it out.
She figured out what I thought of your presentation.
We tried, Dr. Danvers. We really did.
Yeah, we worked our fingers to the bone.
Hyperbole will get you nowhere, Mr. Speedy.
I thought I'd try. And
Regardless of what you thought, Dr. Danvers, we got a lot out of the classics we read.
You did, huh? Oh gosh, Principal Danvers, you're still here. Oh, Miss Collins, I'm glad you came up here so you could hear what I have to say.
Well, before you say anything, I want you to know that I am proud of my students. They built this production from the bottom up. They read these authors and wrote this script, drawing what they saw as relevant to their own lives. And they may have gone a bit overboard here and there,
Here and there.
but it's all part of expressing oneself and being artistic and
Are you done?
I take full responsibility for any shortcoming.
We won't let you do that, Miss Collins.
It was his
It's all
own
her
teacher.
fault.
All I can say is congratulations.
For what? Taking the blame?
For getting me through all those classics. I was supposed to read them when I was your age, and I'm ashamed to say I was just too busy to be bothered. Now, years and years later, I wish I'd had a teacher with the good sense to let me explore them on my own terms and have some fun with them. This, Miss Collins, is exactly what I like to see in the classroom.
but this is the classroom.
That's right. You took what you learned outside of the classroom. And I doubt any of you will ever forget the classics you crumpled.
Are we cool or what?
But don't let that get to your heads.
Well, what can I say?
No homework for the rest of the year?
Jasmine, oh gosh, you won't believe it.
Right now, I believe anything.
Look, if Corey's bothering you, I'll pay someone.
And I'll be right behind you.
Oh, you guys got Corey all wrong.
Look, Britt went from Mr. Shy Guy to Mr. Stalker in 2 seconds flat.
That's before he got to the costume room. Then he changed for the better.
Britt, are you trying to tell us something?
Corey and I are going to prom together.
Wow. Never saw that one coming.
Neither did I. But isn't he cute?
My shucks, there you are, sweet pea.
Are you the Lone Ranger?
Smile when you say that.
Somebody has been reading The Virginian.
I don't got time for books so late. I only got time for punching cattle, riding the range, and square dancing with my darling.
I don't know which is worse. The Phantom or Buffalo Bill?
What difference does it make? They're both classics.
help us.